Occupying the seats in the front row on stage, we have the presence of the Vice-Chancellor of the NSBM Green University, Professor A Weerasinghe. Our chief guest this morning, Professor Ajantha Dharmasiri, former Director and Chairman of the Board of Management of the Postgraduate Institute of Management. Professor Baratha Dodankotuwa, Head Academic Development and Quality Assurance of NSBM. Madam Thilini De Silva, Dean, Faculty of Business. Dr. Rasika Ranavira, Dean, Faculty of Computing. And Dr. Chandana Pereira, Dean, Faculty of Engineering. We also would like to recognize the presence of the academia, the great teachers who have mentored and motivated and guided you in your journey here at NSBM Green University. We will now witness the session 1 of day 1 convocation officially declared open, for which we would like to invite the Vice-Chancellor himself of NSBM Green University, Professor A Weerasinghe.
Good morning, everybody. It is my privilege to welcome you all for the NSBM graduation ceremony of 2021. This happiest moment has finally arrived at the end of a long journey of academic and social achievements. This ceremony tells you that you are now prepared to begin your life and to face the world as leaders of the community. With that note, I have the great pleasure in declaring this graduation ceremony open.
Vice-Chancellor, sir, thank you very much. And with that official declaration of the convocation ceremony open, we'll be inviting the Vice-Chancellor himself, who will be presenting the degree certificates, and accompanied by Madam Thilini De Silva, Dean, Faculty of Business. So we'll be inviting you, dear graduates, one by one, and you, ladies and gentlemen in the audience, have a role to play, and that is to congratulate each and every graduate by applauding as loud as possible. So as we mentioned, BSc in Business Management, Logistics Management Special, and we're going to start with a couple of first-class honors. So let's begin with first-class honors, starting with Supipi Kodithuwakku. EGDG Ekanayaka. H.O. Shonas. KBW Jayawardena. Please be reminded that these are first-class honors. S.H. Ruan Patirana. LDKB Lukudadalla. HSB Kiravela. KHRKG Pereira. First class honors are continuing. GSS Dharmaratna. WMM Sewandi. WKB Roberto. HMKO Herat. WHD Pereira. J.A. Karyavasam. RWAA Alvis. KMC Kavindi. NAS Fernando. BSc in Management, BSc in Business Management, Logistics Management Special, and those were the first class honors. Let's congratulate them all. Now we have come to second class upper division, second class upper divisions. We start with MK Asinsana. KDN Pereira. WWAJ Fernando. MMATD Mahipala. SAC Madhushani. RWDS Vijayakon. Ladies and gentlemen, the audience, it'll be nice if we can have a continuous round of applause congratulating each and every graduate. JADMK Jayasinghe. DMG Kanishka. AJMDD Nisansala. RMSD Ratnayaka. SMM Nilakshika. Second class uppers are continuing. KDE Harendra. MKP Tatsara. SMS Pereira. SD Vijayasinghe. GMPP Vijayanayaka. EMHT Ekanayaka. Second class uppers in the BSc in Business Management, Logistics Management Special, and it continues. LKN Shashikala. EMPP Ekanayaka. NDK Pereira. MCP Fonseca. MF Prina. BDS Somavira. DMB Dilshan. KTM Mutumalki. HH Erandi. WWASR Fernando. P.W. D.D. Virginia. J.A.P.S. Gunaratna. T.S.L. Pires. R.J.K.C.S. Ranatunga. C.U. Nanakkara. I.A. Daladavatta. M.O. Vedamulla. T.S. D.K. Basnayaka. K.K. C.K. Karunanayaka. T.H. B.J. Gunasinghe. D.M.A.L. Bandara. M.A. Rifai. The second class uppers continue. H.M.D.L. Herat. H.O.T. Karunatilaka. U.D.A. Kavindya. P.A. U.D. Veerasurya. L.G. Dushan. S.H. Rajakaruna. S.H.D.I. Dharmapala. G.B.V.K. Vijay Bandara. Well, it's BSc in Business Management, Logistics Management Special, and those are the second class upper divisions. Congratulations to them all. And now in the same field of study, we have now come to second class lower divisions. We start with you, LWD-HD Alvis. ATRL Hevage. PM Sankalpa. WMNM Wanasinghe. KMDI Lakshani. PSG Jayasinghe. SL Vikramaratna. DCJ Hevavitarana. JHMJT Jayapatma. MS Arifin. IC Karunatilaka. HMTS Handugala. PMHP Payagala. M.R.R. Amadi, K.J. Weeraratna, H.P.B. Lakpriya, R.H. Patirage, W.G.C. Dilanka, G.T.N. Paris, K.A.N.S. Weerasinghe, H.A.L. Satsarani, W.J.M.I.D. Javardhana, M.D.M. Pereira, E.M.K.H.E. Manike, K.G.K.T. Ramindi, S.U. Edirasinghe, M.M.R.S. Jayaratna, W.W.T.S.S. Fernando, R.D.A.R. Ranasinghe, J.N.D. Vijayasinghe, W.K.I. Madhushka, G.M.P. Jayavira, M.A.P. Madhushan. Second class lowers are continuing. And we have a few more. D.M.K.H.B. Disanayaka, S.H.S.R. Patiranage, D.M.A.I.B. Disanayaka, D.U.S. Patirana, R.D.I. Karunaratna, H.D.K.N. Jayasinghe, O.T. Talangamarachi, T.D. Alvitigala, BSc in Business Management, Logistics Management Special. Those were the second class lower divisions. Congratulations to them all. And now we come to the general pass category. We start with A.D. Veeratunga, L.A.R.I. Lunugama, S.G.A. Pereira, D.A.D. Mendes, H.M.B.R. Warakaula, M.M.L.H. Chandrasiri, TDGLUUH De Silva. HMPU Herat. RMC Rashmika. MALR Sachinta. HKBN A Weerasinghe. HEMCS Herat. SRM Isfaq. YAOK Gunaratna. RS Sankalpana. JGD Madhushani. WAAI Weerasinghe. LLM Lienage. KWS Dilki. RMBS Ratnayaka. JMSJ Jayasekara. So that's the completion of general passes. With that, we complete BSc in Business Management, Logistics Management Special. Let's congratulate all the graduates with a warm round of applause. And with that, we say a big thank you to our presenter, the Vice-Chancellor, Professor A Weerasinghe, and Madam Thilini De Silva, Dean Faculty of Business. And dear graduates, you have graduated from NSBM, and your degree is a UGC-approved, nationally acclaimed degree. Congratulations. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we are moving on to the customary convocation address. Now, I'm sure each and every one of you in this auditorium is going to be super motivated and inspired by a renowned professional and speaker. Before we invite him to the podium, we have a formal brief introduction that will be done to our convocation address speaker. So to do that, we'd like to invite the head Department of English and Modern Languages, Madam Supipi Kodithuwakku, to the podium.
Professor Ajantha Dharmasiri has a rare combination of being a chartered manager, chartered HR professional, and a chartered electrical engineer. He is acclaimed as a conference speaker, corporate trainer, strategic consultant, author, and an academic. He is the immediate past director and chairman of the Board of Management of Postgraduate Institute of Management, University of Srijawadnapura. He is a past president of the Chartered Institute of Personal Management, Sri Lanka, and was a vice president of the Asia Pacific Federation of Human Resource Management. He is an adjunct professor at Price College of Business, University of Oklahoma. He was the editor of the pioneering Sri Lankan Journal of Management. Being a Commonwealth AMDISA doctoral fellow, Fulbright postdoctoral fellow, and a Commonwealth postdoctoral fellow, he is also an independent director of several boards and serves in several governing councils. He carries 3 decades of private and public sector experience, including Unilever and Nestle, with consultancy engagements in Asia, Africa, and the Middle East. He has transitioned himself from being an engineer of electrical to an engineer of hearts and minds. Over to you, sir.
Please permit me to remove my face mask. Ayubowan, Vanakkam, Assalamu alaikum. A very good morning to each and every one of you. Professor Weerasinghe, the dynamic Vice-Chancellor of NSBM, distinguished dignitaries, including the vibrant academics of NSBM at the stage, distinguished invitees, in the audience, parents, and last but not the least, dear graduates of NSBM. I must confess that every time I come to NSBM, since the inauguration, things have been improving. So I see continuous improvement in action. So today is another remarkable day, witnessing the passing out of so many happy, lucky, fortunate graduates. So at the outset, let me congratulate each and every one of you who had been enriched with the right confidence and the right competence from NSBM. I think all of them who graduated in the BSc in Business Management, specializing in logistics and supply chain, shall I give each and every one of them a big round of applause. So it is convocation. Convocation in the USA is called commencement. Commencement is a new beginning. It's a beginning of a new journey. So one journey has just ended, another more enriching journey has just begun. That journey is a lifelong journey, a journey of applying what you have learned from NSBM and then to enrich your life as well as others' lives. So that is a very meaningful one. In fact, if you look at learning, some people have the misunderstanding that the learning ends with your convocation. No, it's the other way around. Learning really begins. The solid application of learning begins from the commencement, the new journey of learning and applying together. In fact, I consider myself as a lifelong learner. We learn from womb to the tomb. Every day is an opportunity to learn. Every moment is an opportunity to learn. In fact, in this new normal, we learn from atward, anywhere, anytime, any device. That's the way of learning. So we are experiencing the new normal. Instead of one massive, mega, magnanimous convocation, you have splitted it into several parts for obvious reasons, to ensure the healthcare guidelines to be adhered to, and then to ensure that we are not spreading COVID any further through the convocation. So it's a new normal that is being experienced by you and me around the globe. It is an invitation to understand the reality and to respond accordingly. I would call the reality as VUCA 1.0. In fact, VUCA had been a textbook term until we started experiencing it in our doorsteps. VUCA 1.0, in my view, stands for volatility, uncertainty, complexity, and ambiguity. And we have seen that in abundance in Sri Lanka as well as beyond Sri Lanka. It's a volatile world, uncertain world, complex world, and ambiguous world. And if that is the reality, what should be our response? I would call it VUCA 2.0, having the right vision, understanding, confidence, and agility. So in a VUCA 1.0 reality, we need to respond with VUCA 2.0. Having the right vision, clear understanding, having the solid confidence, and showing the agility in action, being dynamic, being vibrant in action. So let me zoom into triple actions for the benefit of all those who have been graduated just now. I would call it vision, passion, and action. Three solid terms that we need to embrace, starting with vision. A simpler English term could be dreaming, dream, a desired dream for the future. And you may ask, is dreaming good or bad? It depends on the type of the dream. Sometimes I go to offices after lunch and I see people dreaming. And when I see them coming, and when they see me coming, they say, hey, hey, so-and-so is coming, wake up, wake up. And they still keep on dreaming. Some even say, Bodakinno halu, and they even sing a Sinhala song, Mage sihine mata dakin idarin. Mage sihinen mamudan langnowan. They keep on dreaming. For me, those are daydreams. I'm not referring to daydreams. I'm referring to dreams for the future. It was Walt Disney, the favorite cartoonist, the creator of Disney worlds around the world. He said, if you can dream it, you can do it. If you can dream it, you can deliver it. That's the power of a dream. So it reminds me of Suichiro Honda. He was a technician at Toyota. He was dreaming every day, I will make my dream vehicle one day. It became a reality through a bumpy ride, lots of challenges, lots of barriers, lots of hurdles, but he made it a reality. So even still, Honda has the tagline, power of dreams. Dreams are so powerful. In fact, it was Dr. Abdul Kalam, the former president of India, who came to Sri Lanka a couple of times, and he came to our institute and gave a brilliant speech. In that speech, he said, dreams are not what we see when we are asleep. Dreams are what makes us to stay awake and to work. Think about it. It is not what we see when we are asleep. It's what makes us to stay awake and to work. That's the power of a dream. So dream leads to the right vision. So it reminds me of the fairy tale that we would have often heard. It's about Alice in Wonderland. Alice was a beautiful girl, and she saw a wild dream. In that dream, she was playing with some funny creatures in a lawn where there were so many roads in front of it. And she was talking to them, and they were talking to her, but don't ask me what language. Some language where she could understand and they could understand. So one such creature was Cheshire Cat. So the cat came from a branch of a tree and approached Alice and asked from Alice, Alice, where do you want to go? Alice says, I don't know. And then the cat says, go in any road. Any road will lead you to the place called I don't know. Is this happening in our lives? Think about it. If we don't know where we are heading, we will end up nowhere. In Sinhala, we say this vividly. Danagana giyot, kataragama, nodana giyot, ataramaga. In a seminar some time ago, I shared this story and I asked them, are you Kataragama people or are you Ataramaga people? They said, we are Kataramaga people. Neither here nor there. And after the seminar, one person approached me and told me, Ayo sir, oka parana katawak ne, then you know, alut katawak. I asked, what? Danagana giyot vattala, nodana giyot mattala. There's a new interpretation. So I will not ask you whether you are Vattala people or Mattala people, but the idea is begin with the end in mind. That's what Stephen Covey, the veteran author of 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, a repeated New York Times bestseller. His second habit is this: begin with the end in mind. So my dear graduates, today is the day that you need to begin with the end in mind. A desired dream for the future. And wake up and make sure that dream becomes a reality. And you might ask, is it all right to dream? And I would say, like John Lennon says, you may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. When we collectively dream for our family, for our society, for our country, it becomes even a bigger significance. So that is the starting point. Vision. And in revered Buddhism, we say Samma Ditti leads Samma Vayama. Right seeing should lead to right action. Unfortunately, we don't see Samma Ditti, we don't see Samma Vayama, we see only Vacha, Vacha and Vacha. Talking, talking and talking. And you can easily get NATO membership. No action, talk only. So we need to embrace a clear vision. In the Holy Bible, it says when there's no vision, there's division. So vision rallies people together. So you need to have that right vision. If you look at every product in the world, every service in the world, of course, they need a solid logistical support and a good supply chain. Every product, every service was someone's dream some time ago. We think it was Neil Armstrong who landed on moon, but it was Jules Verne 100 years ago wrote in a science fiction story that a man carrying rocket would land on moon. So it was Jules Verne's dream became a reality when Neil Armstrong landed on moon. It was Arthur C. Clarke who dreamt that the earth will be encircled with satellites. And it became a reality when USSR launched the first satellite. I still remember getting my degree certificate from Dr. Sir Arthur C. Clarke from University of Moratuwa. So that's the dream you need to have. Okay, so that's the first part. Then the passion, the inner fire within, the burning fire within, the inner motivation, the drive for results. Are we passionate enough for excellence? Are we having the right passion for excellence? I think you can get sufficient inspiration from your faculty, ably led by the dynamic Vice-Chancellor. He had a dream of making this green university town. And today that dream has become a reality. And that dream is getting expanded with phase 2 and many more features being added, many more resources being added, many more facilities being added. That's the way you are having the passion, showing the passion, and delivering results through passion. It was Steve Jobs of Apple fame who said, people with passion can change the world for better. So let me slightly modify it. People with passion can change Asia for better. People with passion can change Sri Lanka for better. People with passion can change NSBM for better. People with passion can change you and your family and your society for better. That's the passion that we need to have. Sometimes the big problem I see in the youth is that they are not passionate enough. They just carry on getting mesmerized by video games, this stuff, this, that, and social media. Don't get bogged down. Have the passion for right action. The third one is all about action. Actions speak louder than words. Actions translate crafted plan to a solid results. Excellence begins with execution. Excellence is all about exceeding expectations. You need to have the right action, the solid action, right timely action. Thinking and acting like a leader with the right energy, with the right thinking. I'm sure NSBM has given you sufficient confidence, sufficient competence for that committed actions towards expected results. Sri Lanka needs all of you. The youth is the future of the country. And if you look at our country, CNN has repeatedly rated Sri Lanka as #1 tourist destination, despite all the doom and gloom that we see in the society with the new normal. We have plenty of beauty in abundance. We have sun, sea, and sand on one hand. We have the beautiful natural resources. So we have plenty of beauty in abundance. On the other hand, we have best brains. We are very rich with conceptual skills. Look at your faculty. Look at the people who are graduating. We have on one side best beauty, on the other side best brains. But the problem is with some blunt politicians. So let's not curse the darkness by finger pointing, having the blame game, just looking at the politicians. It will not solve the problem. If each one of us make the firm resolution that I will do something for the betterment of the country, I think that will go a long way. As they say, don't curse the darkness, but light a candle. So it reminds me of this Subhashita poem. Pahanin pahan siya gananak delvuwada. Epahan silehi alu adu nova dilena leda. Lowaan satun guna pala karamin nibanda. Supasan gunin veja beti sudano pabanda. When one lamp lights hundreds of other lamps, the original lamp, would it lose its light? No. That's the role of us, ladies and gentlemen. We need to be a point of light, enlightening the whole world. We need to spread the positive message that we have hope for a better Sri Lanka. We have hope for a better country. We have a hope for a better united nation with diversity in unity, unity in diversity. That is a message we need to spread. It's easy to be negative, but difficult to be positive. Of course, now I am very careful. I would not say be positive because some people think positive is being PCR positive. So I would say quest positive but test negative. Quest positive, test negative. So let's be a positive nation. Let's be a vibrant nation. Let's be a nation with hope for a better future. Like points of lights all over, dispelling the darkness amidst us. And I must add this particular portion also, I am a product of free education, and I always uphold free education, but I am a strong proponent of freedom of education. Sri Lanka needs more and more private sector coming forward to have universities which are of non-state sector nature. We need to expand the opportunities for education. So free education should thrive. At the same time, freedom of education should thrive. I am sure NSBM has become a leader, a driving force in freedom of education. So may I wish all the very best for NSBM, for all its future endeavors, and may I thank all the parents here who have taken the right decision to send their children to NSBM, and I am sure you would see the real results today. As Aristotle said, the roots of the education are bitter, but the fruits of the education are really sweet. So today is the day to taste that sweetness of success, the sweetness of satisfaction, the sweetness of accomplishment. But that is a beginning of a new journey, the commencement of lifelong learning and applying. So finally, may I wish you once again all the very best for that new journey which has begun. May that journey be a truly engaging, enriching, excelling one. For that journey, bon voyage, happy journey, all the very best. Thank you very much.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, you can come across many engineers of electrical, but it's very rare to come across a person who engineers hearts and minds, and maybe one of a kind, like Professor Ajantha Dharmasiri, our keynote speaker, and also our chief guest. Let's put our hands together louder and say a huge thank you to Professor Ajantha Dharmasiri, former director and chairman of the board of management of Postgraduate Institute of Management. Thank you, sir, for your presence, and thank you for all that motivation. And with those words of motivation, we have now come to the presentation of the Best Performer Award. Awards, or the award for BSc in Business Management, Logistics Management Special. And the Best Performer Award will be presented by our chief guest himself, Professor Ajantha Dharmasiri. And we'd like to request him to the presentation area, and he'll be accompanied in the presentation area by Professor A Weerasinghe, the Vice-Chancellor of NSBM Green University, and Madam Thilini De Silva, Dean, Faculty of Business. Let's put our hands together and get ready for NSBM Best Performance Award. And in fact, this is a gold medal. And who is the gold medalist? Well, the gold medal goes to, well, this is Bachelor of Science in Business Management, Logistics Management Special, and it goes to Supipi Kodithuwakku. Come on, ladies and gentlemen, you need to bring out the best in you in applause. Keep the applause going. Fill the auditorium with your applause and good wishes and congratulations. Presentation is still on. That's the best performer, Supipi Kodithuwakku. We request the presentation party to remain because we now have a very special token of appreciation. And this is how NSBM Green University would like to say thank you to our chief guest. So we now witness the presentation of a token of appreciation by our Vice-Chancellor, who will make this very special token of appreciation to our chief guest, to Professor Ajantha Dharmasiri. Let's put our hands together. And with that, we say a big thank you to the presentation party. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you, madam. Thank you. We have now come to another custom at a convocation ceremony, and that is the customary graduate's speech. And whom do we invite on stage? Yes, we're going to invite her once again. Supipi Kodithuwakku, we'd like to invite you this time to make your graduate speech on behalf of all your batchmates. Let's put our hands together, congratulating her one more time. And this time she comes to the podium for the graduate speech.
Yeah, that was quite the run. Sorry, let me take my breath. Professor A Weerasinghe, Vice-Chancellor of NSBM Green University. The keynote speaker, Professor Ajantha Dharmasiri. Professor Chaminda Ratnayaka, Deputy Vice-Chancellor of NSBM. Professor Baratha Dodankotuwa, Head Academic Development and Quality Assurance, Deans, Heads, distinguished guests, academic staff, non-academic staff, parents, my fellow graduates, a very good morning to all of you. Today marks the final day of our university life, and it still feels like a dream that just 4 years ago, we stepped into this university with lots of hopes and dreams to finally wear this cloak and share the last few pages of the final chapter of our lives here at NSBM Green University together. So this is it, guys. On behalf of everyone here, let me congratulate you all again. Class of 2021, we finally did it. Come on, guys. As your fellow batchmate, I'm so proud of every single one of you. We all worked hard and achieved this milestone in our lives today. Let's wear it proudly and celebrate with our loved ones. Because amidst the pandemic, with new unforeseen challenges, we got to the finish line just in time. I'm so honored and privileged to be standing in this podium today. So I'm going to take this golden opportunity to thank each and every one of you who have helped us throughout this wonderful journey. First and foremost, I want to thank and share my deepest appreciation on behalf of my batch, thank you so much, to our Vice-Chancellor, Professor A Weerasinghe. Dear Sir, the creator and the pioneering leader behind this amazing university, thank you for giving the opportunity to both national and international students to have a fully fledged education right here in Sri Lanka in this beautiful university. Even when the pandemic hit, because of you, a sense of comfort and relief was given to our parents, knowing that their children are safe and sound while getting the education from the best of the best. Not only that, sir, thank you for creating a safe space, a community of its own, where we build each other up and not tear each other down. Every day, we step into this university knowing that there is a sea of opportunities right behind that gate, where each and every student can excel in what they truly love. More power to you, sir, to keep inspiring young minds like us many more years to come. And dear Professor Ajantha Dharmasiri, thank you for that remarkable speech, because I think it inspired every one of us. Thank you again, sir. With a strong leadership follows an even greater team. I want to thank the higher management of NSBM for paving the way and adding value and color to this university. Next, I want to extend my heartiest thanks to Madam Thilini D'Silva, Dean of Faculty of Business. Dear ma'am, you're a mother, a lecturer, and truly a friend to all of us. You have always made us feel loved, seen, and heard from the moment we entered into this university. Your kindness and your smile would light up the whole crowd, and your words of wisdom would echo the halls. We are so blessed to be under your guidance within our university life, ma'am. May you gain the strength to pave the way to many more students here at NSBM Green University. Another big mention goes out to the academics, heads, and the lecturers. We would not be here without you, dear sirs and ma'ams. We all know how challenging and difficult these past couple of years have been. Despite everything, you have gone above and beyond your responsibilities by extending your fullest love and support to make our dreams become a reality. Thank you for teaching not only the lessons in the books, but also the lessons in life, which groomed us to be good citizens no matter where we go. Thank you for not giving up on us when we were struggling and for believing in us. Dear sirs and ma'ams, thank you once again for being our second mothers and fathers when we stepped into this university. We really hope we made you proud. Thank you so much. The strength of a chain is limited to that of the weakest link. However, the integrated effort of the administration, career guidance unit, and the examination department of NSBM truly proved to be the strongest links of all. The smooth coordination that runs within this university is simply commendable. Thank you for solving all our issues and inquiries and for being the best supporting team for us undergraduates. Also, dear Sensaka aunties and uncles, as well as the security uncles and aunties, along with Marshall sir, we value your presence here at NSBM every day as you take care of us as well as the university with utmost good faith. Thank you for your immeasurable service you extend to the betterment of this university. We see you and we value you. Now, I would like to take this moment to extend my gratitude for the ones that are very dear and near and close to my heart. And I think my fellow graduates will agree as well. Dear Amma and Tata, we hope that we made you proud today. For all those years of you carrying the burden around in bringing us up in a safe place, and for giving us life and a good education, and for giving us everything you have and more, and for all the sacrifices you made along the way, and for the sweat and tears you have shed for us. This cloak and this hat serves as a tribute for everything that you have given for us, Amma and Tata. Giving up is easier when the road gets tougher. But my dear Amma and Tata, you showed to me that with perseverance and with the right hand to hold, you can cross the deepest seas and the highest mountains with no doubt. We came this far, Amma and Tata, and now let us hold your hand and guide you through the road ahead of us. We love you so much, and we hope to keep making you proud and happy. ආදරණීය දෙමව්පියනි, ඔබට අහිමි වූ මහා දැනුම අපට ලබා දෙන්නට නොනිමි මෙහෙවරක් කර දහදියද කඳුලද අපට නොපෙනෙන්නට වසන් කරමින් දරු වෙහෙස අපට හොඳින් දැනෙනවා. අලුත් ලෝකයකට පියමනින්නට නව සිතුවිලි වලින් ඉදිරියට යන තාක්ෂණික ලෝකය අපට දකින්නට ඉඩ සැලසීමට ඔබ දැක්වූ දායකත්වයෙන් අද දින අපි ලැබූ ඉහළම දායාදයයි මේ. Let me now take the opportunity to thank everyone who gave us the slightest contribution here, however they can, to make our 4-year journey a success. This appreciation goes out to all our family members, friends, relatives, and colleagues. I also want to take this opportunity to thank my beloved seniors and juniors of NSBM. We always look up to our seniors and how they were brought up in this university. The love, the respect we have for them will continue to grow even when we step out of this university today. Time went by, and we still follow the same steps that was laid out by our seniors. And knowing that our junior batches will also continue to be loving and supportive proves to us that the community we have built inside this university is more like a family. My dear batchmates, I know this is the end. We say our farewells, we say our goodbyes, and we part our ways today, right? Well, I hope not, because the sweetest memories and the fun times we shared in this university will be cherished in my heart forever. And I know you will too. From holding events in the lecture rooms and in this very auditorium where we are sitting here today, to the outdoor auditorium where we shared many evenings listening to songs and other performances, going beyond that, events we held in many parts of Sri Lanka representing our university, the recreational center where all the sporty people hang, the student center where we all gather at the last moment when we have to practice a presentation, the birthday surprises we had for each other at the canteens, and then the pandemic hit. Well, so we went to virtual lectures, online exams, and many, many, many more online submissions later. Here we are. Thank you, my dear friends, for making this journey colorful and worthwhile, and for giving a helping hand when in need and lending an ear when we had a heavy heart. You deserve all the success in this world, and I want to wish you good luck in all your future endeavors. And a humble request from my batchmates, once we walk out of this auditorium today, let's not forget to keep this unity and the bonds that we formed within our batch and help each other out when in need. Dear Mother NSBM, you have once again produced a batch of qualified graduates into the community. We are all eternally grateful for all that you have provided us with. The gems that we collected in this university will value so much to us now that we are saying our farewells today. So we will carry them with us with honor and glory till we can pass it on to the next generation. Wish to make you proud, and we love you so much, Mother NSBM, from the bottom of our hearts. And finally, my dear batchmates, I think it's time for us to truly show our appreciation with not just a word, but with our highest respect. I invite you all to please rise up from your seats. Thank you. As you know, it takes two hands to clap, and just as that quote states, we had two hands that withheld us during these 4 years. Let us now give our heartiest and biggest round of applause to our parents who are sitting right beside us, and to our dear lecturers who are seated right in front of us. You all deserve a part of this victory, and we achieved today. Without you, we wouldn't made it to the finish line. Thank you a million times and more for loving us through this journey. And dear lecturers, we will miss you so much. With that, I'm Supipi Kodithuwakku, and Batch 9 is officially signing off from NSBM Green University on the 25th of January, 2022. Thank you, guys. You may take your seats. Thank you again. Therwan Sannai.
Thank you, Supipi. Thank you very much. And wishing you and also each and every one of you of the class of 2021 all the very best. Let's put our hands together one more time for Supipi Kodithuwakku. Thank you very much. With that customary graduate speech, we have now almost come to the end of session 1 of this Convocation Week here at NSBM Green University. Session 1 of day 1 will now come to a close with the official declaration of the ceremony closed, and that will be done once again by Professor A Weerasinghe, the Vice-Chancellor of the NSBM Green University.
Again, good morning all distinguished guests, faculty, graduates, and parents. This brings us to the end of the graduation ceremony, but I hope this is not the end of your contact and involvement with NSBM. You are the best ambassadors we have. So go out into the world and make difference in whatever you do. We are so proud about being able to gift our nation a university. I am sure this university will serve the nation many more hundreds of years, shining as always in the Sri Lankan education sector. I congratulate all of you. Now I am formally closed graduate ceremony. Prof.
Thank you very much, Vice-Chancellor, sir. Thank you. We will be now singing our national anthem. And soon after the national anthem, we request you in the audience to kindly remain standing to witness the ceremonial departure of the academic procession. So now we take this opportunity in requesting you to kindly rise from your seats for the national anthem.
Sri Lanka Mata, Upper Sri Lanka, Namo, 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 Namo Mata, Sundara Siri Marini, Surani Adisoma Mayanka, Nanya Nalaya Dekamal Palakuru Piri Jaya Bhumiya Ranya, Apahata Sapasiri Seta Sadhana, Jivanaye Mata, Viliganu Mene Apavakti Puja, Namo Namo Mata, Upper Sri Lanka, Namo 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 Upame Aparindya, Upamaya Apasatya, Upame Apashanti, Apahata Tulabhakti, Upahapahanote, Apage Anuprane, Apamuktiya Upave, Navajivana Devine, Nipina Apapupudu Karan Mata, Nanavidha Vadavina Ragena Yanudana Jaya Bhumikara, Ekamavakage Daru Kalabhavina, Yamu Yamu Inupama, Premavada Samaveda Jurada, Namo Namo Mata, Upper Sri Lanka, Namo 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 Namo
Ladies and gentlemen in the audience, please remain standing. We're now going to witness the departure of the ceremonial procession. Thank you very much for your cooperation. Before you leave, ladies and gentlemen, we have two announcements. Once again, we'd like to congratulate all the graduates. Come on, give them all a big round of applause. What time is the party? Right, so we have two announcements. One is to all of you, and that is to let you know that we have refreshments at the Student Center. So you'll be exiting from this door. The other entry doors are closed, but you'll be exiting from this door and you turn left, you go to the Student Center for refreshments. And also, dear graduates, make sure that you return your cloak. Yes, you need to return your cloak, and that's at the Recreation Center, and you can collect your certificate. So make sure that you collect your certificate today. It's ready for collection, and make sure that you return your cloak as well. So once again, thank you very much for your presence, and we request you to vacate the hall as soon as possible, because we'll be having the next ceremony like this shortly. But no hurry, don't rush, because we need to keep adequate distancing as well. So please, you can now vacate the hall, and you're all invited for refreshments. Aibuan, Jai Veva.